Welcome back to another episode of the Cast Patrol podcast. You're joined by myself, Mick, and Jimmy. What have you been up to, mate? Haven't seen you in a bit.
Mate, not a lot, but I did city surf over the weekend.
Good effort?
It's good. It was good. Weather made it tough, but there was plenty of good footy on the weekend. We'll dive into that. Finals starting to heat up, so yeah, plenty to look forward to. Plenty of sport.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I did not do the city surf. Too wet for me and not my type.
Yeah.
Broncos, let's talk about that since it was a Thursday night footy, which
Feels so long ago.
is so long ago.
Yeah.
Especially when the podcast comes out on a Wednesday. So we'll be brief with it, but the major talking points, obviously, Broncos losing Mam, Reynolds and Cobbo. Two of them in the same run, which is I don't think I've ever seen.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
And the thing was, the way, like, because you weren't focusing on those plays, you were focusing on Coates. And then you go, oh, Reynolds is down. And then you go, wait, Mam's come off too?
Man went off, yeah. So I think that was stiff to lose. Like, I've never seen it before, but yeah, losing both your starting halves in the same play, that's not good, especially in such a big game against Melbourne,
And so
down in Melbourne.
So close to finals too. So we're in round 24 now.
Yeah.
You're probably not getting him back. Reynolds maybe the first week of finals.
Yeah.
Mam, you might not be getting back till prelim.
You could probably say Mam and Cobbo season's over.
Essentially, yeah.
Because Cobbo played his last game in a Bronx jersey.
Potentially.
But yeah, is the season over for the Broncos?
It's a tough one. I mean, they still got some great players, and it's not like they don't have a halfback now. Ben Hunt's still there.
Yeah.
I just think
Hunt
they
and
lose a
Walters.
lot with Reynolds and Mam going.
Reynolds and Mam, yeah.
As easy it is to say, but
Yeah.
you take out any halves of any team,
It's
and
gonna-
they're going to struggle,
It's gonna do
regardless who's
damage,
there.
Yeah. And I think with the Broncos, they were going okay, and then Mam came in and, you know, they sort of started to hit their straps. And then now that they're both gone, huge, I think, responsibility would now fall onto Walsh. I think this is his team. So
Which could go one of two ways.
it could. I was just about to say that.
It's either going to be Walsh becomes the most informed player in the comp, provides that X factor that,
Everyone is back
Yeah.
and he just carries.
or
He's going to try too hard and a lot of errors are going to come out.
it's just a part of his game that he's just trying to fix up, and it's not his fault. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I think, I mean, well, it is his fault. He's throwing the passes and doing
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
sometimes it is warranted. It's just not finishing the way it likes.
But I think if I'm Walsh, like I don't want to have that where I feel like I'm carrying the team. Because
Yeah.
you've still got the likes of Haas, Carrigan there.
Yep.
You know, Hunt, experience, Stags, Ricky, like, you know, you've still got good players around you. So, yeah, I don't know, like, where Broncos are at, but, yeah, it's going to be tough.
I guess it's just the tale of the Broncos season where they look red hot, then they go through a terrible form slump, red hot, and then you're just constantly ruling him in and out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Storm, they were also great too, and I think they're going to cause some damage. The scary part is I don't think they've played their best footy the whole year.
All year. We haven't seen their best.
And they've just been managing to get these wins off. So fair play to them. I mean, if they didn't win after all those injuries to the Broncos,
I'd be concerned.
I'd be very concerned, but they got the job done.
Yeah.
Next talking point, which was a major one for last week, is Penrith. Here comes the riff. We all called it. Back in the top four, dominant
Can't
display
believe
over
it.
Newcastle on the Friday night.
Yeah.
48-12.
Yeah, they've been dominant. I think, was that 9 or 10 in a row now for them?
I think that was their 9th win in a row.
9 in a row.
Which
Back
is
in
crazy to say.
Like, crazy to think that they were last. Like, it feels so long ago, but yeah, they were last. And everyone was like, I think they're done. Their reign's done. They won't make the finals. And here we are. They're in the top 4.
When they started this run, they were sitting around 15th and 16th place.
Yeah.
And now they've somehow managed to
I think that
sneak
win,
away.
I think was that win against the Warriors when they rested all their Origin players.
Yeah.
That would have gave them such a huge confidence boost. And I'm thinking like that was such a turnaround to their season.
100% it
Because
was.
Warriors were on fire.
Even that Bulldogs game as well, where it was like, all right, you've beaten a few teams, but this is the test. Now you're playing the Bulldogs. Fire up. And Cleary had one of his best games. I mean, we've spoken about him every week since the run started, but it's a scary thought now that it's turned into reality.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about where they were, like, we're saying 9 in a row, right, for Penrith, but imagine a team from 15th winning 9 in a row. Last time I could think about was when Knights had that run.
Yeah.
But they weren't sitting as low as Penrith.
No, they weren't. And they just sort of scraped into the 8, right?
Correct, yeah. Penrith are in top 4 territory now.
Yeah, which is just crazy to think, like, how far they've come. But my only thing is, like, you know, are they going to peak at some point? Is it all going to be just too far gone for them? You know, like, they've worked so hard during this part of the season where, you know, there might not be any gas left towards it when it counts.
Burnt all the engines.
Yeah.
But either way, the fact that they're in the top 4, potentially look at playing Raiders or Storm in the first week of finals, great. And I think this week, Storm versus Panthers might be an early grand final preview.
100%. Or grand final audition, maybe.
100%. Well, it's heating up as well with the bottom of the top 8 with Dolphins and Roosters. We
didn't see this coming.
Didn't see this game at all. The first 15 minutes of that game was absolutely wild. It was chaos, and you could feel the tension literally
right from the
get-go.
Yeah,
100%.
From the get-go, like Lenu White going at Orbix and Donahue and Molo was getting in there as well. But yeah, 4 sin bins to start the game.
I just don't agree with that. I understand what they're trying to do, crack down on all these people running in. But look, there's sometimes when you have to look at it and say, was Naf White deserving of getting sin bin there?
I don't know.
Like I don't think maybe. All right, Spencer definitely. You can argue
Spencer
that.
and Orbix probably.
Probably they were arguing the play before it.
Yeah,
understandable. But then no.
I don't know. White initiated it,
and then off the kickoff,
with Molo,
Donahue to Wong knocks him out accidentally with his head.
How did Donahue stay on the field?
Yeah, with massive head.
Like, how did he not? Like, Wong obviously went off, but yeah, the fact that Donahue stayed on, I don't even know how to describe him, but he's probably like the toughest, like, NRL like forward out there
for his size.
Like for his size. Like there was that game against, was it Sharks when he broke his nose, or Dogs, and he just put it back in on the sideline and went back out there. Like
sick behaviour.
Like that is sickening. But yeah, to Roosters' credit, they were dominant. Like from the get go, they were dominant. I don't know, like Dolphins, they just didn't seem up for it.
I think it was a bridge too far with the Dolphins. I feel like it was coming. Like, you take away that win against the Warriors where they scored on the bell against
to win the game.
You take that away, their performances were slowly dipping. And the fact that they lost Herbie in that game, I think
loss.
You look at hindsight now and you could say it as easy as it was, but going into it at home, Roosters, they had form too going in.
They were, yeah.
I think
like
they've switched it on.
64-12, like that is,
it's outrageous.
I didn't see that coming. Whether or not that start of the game sort of derailed the Dolphins for the rest of the game, I don't know. But yeah, Dolphins still sitting in 8th. Like,
it's going to be tough for them, like, to make it based on the form line.
How do they bounce back from that?
Don't know, but they're playing Brisbane this week, 6th versus 8th. Probably it's a must win for either side.
For both sides,
because Broncos are looking at it going, if we can't win this week, we're no chance come September.
And we'll get into it later, but Roosters played Dogs, all right, so that's another huge game.
Another one. It's finals footy coming early this week. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah.
And then final mention for the round 23
It's been a long
time.
Yeah.
South finally breaking the duck.
How many in a row was it?
It was 9 losses in a row, but with buys, it was like 12 weeks.
It was a tough 12 weeks.
It was a tough, and the fact that the injuries were happening, and Origin, help. We lose some of our players.
Yeah,
it did not help at all.
Yeah,
and I think like Latrell coming back into that team, beating the Titans. Like, let's not call a spade a spade. Like, Titans aren't a good team. Right?
Yeah.
Like
they haven't been good all year.
They haven't been good. They were rubbish all year. South winning that game just, 1, gets away from the spoon, but 2, just shows that, like, it actually does help having these players back.
Having, like, a fit side. Like fit key players.
Just someone like Brandon Smith, I thought, who played exceptionally well through the middle for South. Like, it showed what a strong running game could do in the middle.
Quick play the ball
with cheese. Like, and I felt like he had moments where like Pete Mamazelis would go to hooker and he'd have a bit of in like this front row, And just he always just goes with 100%. And obviously the big one, like Latrell Mitchell, just out in the centres, like we talk about Jai Gray fullback, him in the centres. Like, there's a world in which it works.
It does, yeah.
Because I just think as soon as you have someone like Latrell in the team,
like the presence of Trell, yeah,
it just lifts. And
that first try was a great example of that. They always sort of jammed on Trell, and he just that quick pass. Johnson's over in the corner, like it's
AJ will get the record in no time with Trell inside of him, and Trell just does freakish stuff when he's on the field. Either it's completely luck and it just managed to fall to him, but it happens enough that you.
But I think just having him out there, I think gives the team confidence.
Yeah. And it will help this week. We got Cody Walker named on the extended, who might play. Yeah. Either way,
it's good signs.
It's good signs seeing some of these players come back and just think, you know what, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe we can just string a few games together and just
end the year on a high.
Finish maybe 10th, 12th, whatever.
Come back next year.
Exactly, accept it.
Well, like you said, Mick, finals footy sort of coming around early this week, so we'll get into the round 24 preview. Kicking it off with, like we mentioned, could be grand final rematch, grand final audition, whatever you want to call it. Panthers versus Storm, CommBank Stadium.
CommBank Stadium.
It's a big one.
It'll be great. I'm loving the Thursday night fixtures lately.
They've been good.
Like, they're notorious at the start of the year for just absolute shitters.
Yeah, there was a few.
Or complete mismatches.
Yeah.
But they've been good the last few weeks. And I think this game will live up to the hype. Both teams got plenty to prove, I think. For Storm, it's can we get the minor premiership here?
Yeah.
And just try and gel a team together without, obviously, no Pats, no Hughes.
Yeah.
So the 2 of the 4 spine missing. But Panthers
What's going on with Pappy, you reckon?
We got a HIA this week.
That's what they said, but apparently it's not a HIA.
Really?
So, I don't know. Because he played the full game. So he had to do overtraining or something.
That's a good point. I don't know.
Is his calf no good? Because it's a weird one with those calf injuries. Like you've got to manage them. So I don't know if they're sort of managing his workload before the finals.
Well, they're going to make the top 4, right? So there's an argument to be made that maybe you just start to rest some of these players just with the ones that are more fragile and chance of their body breaking down come the finals. But I think this game will be a cracker game, and it's hard to split.
Could go like Storm. I think now that Pap's out, like they obviously don't have Hughes. The way Penrith are going, I think it's hard to tip against Penrith.
They're going for 10 in a row.
Like they're in such good form. Cleary's firing. Still without Yo, but like IPAP's just gone to another level in the middle. We're seeing sort of Blaze Talangi come into his own. Like that left edge is humming. I think a lot of good for comes out of Penrith. Storm obviously get a few outs, so in saying that, I'm going to lead towards Panthers, I think, on this one.
I'm tipping Panthers as well, but I will say if Storm want any chance in this game, they're going to need a performance from Munster like he did against the Broncos.
Harry,
and you can see when he steps up how much of a difference the attack changes. It's almost
100%,
it's a great brand of footy.
Yeah. So that's the first game. Age, have we got his tips?
Yeah, Age has tipped Penrith this week.
All going Penrith,
which is
we know it's
going to happen. Yeah, we know it's going to happen.
All right, next game, Warriors up against the Dragons. Warriors back home in New Zealand. Are the wheels off for the Wars?
I think so.
Like they were poor against the Dogs.
Yeah, I think so. And like Barnett, Metcalf, we know the situation. But even just having like players out like Egan, he's just come back this week with, I think, a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Fisher Harris been in and out with a calf.
Yeah.
Concern. And then they're chopping and changing with like Tuid Picky at the back. I just feel like they're not settled. And I feel every week's just a grind. So they might win this week, which I'm going to tip them because it's in New Zealand. But I don't see him doing much come finals or for the rest of the season.
Like, they dropped Tanner last week, brought in Tamare. Like, Tamare went off early with a concussion. I think a lot didn't go their way against the Dogs, which told its tale sort of, with the scoreline at the end. They get Tanner Boyd back this week, but I think the Dragons are playing really well.
Dragons are. And
they are playing some good footy, and they've been playing good footy all year.
They've lost so many games by just slim margins.
Close games. So, like, I just
And
think
to be honest, like you look at their roster and it's not too impressive.
no.
And you're just thinking like they're really just batting above their weight. And like everyone tipped them for the spoon. They were favourites with
Raiders.
Raiders, was it?
Yeah.
And I sort of looked at it and go, look, I just don't think Dragons will get the spoon. They just have enough quality players in there, like standout players. Like Gutherson's been a great sign.
Great signing.
I think without
they've lost
him,
Val.
yeah, losing Val was big. But then like they had that debutant Buchanan.
He was good.
He was great in patches, and then
The back rower.
was it Sloan just keeps scoring
Sloan
for him on that edge?
I thought Sully was massive before he went
Sully was
off.
great.
He was really good. But I think that's a credit to sort of Flano, right? Like, just had such a good coach. So I'm going to tip the Dragons here for an upset.
I don't mind it. I mean, Warriors are there for the taking. Age has gone the Warriors as well. I mean, I think if it was in Cogger or Wollongong for the Dragons home
probably
support.
the favourites.
I think so.
But
I think it's just Warriors at home, and
they always play.
they always play well.
All right, next game, Friday night, Roosters up against the Dogs. This one I'm actually looking forward to. This is going to be a good battle,
This game could go anyway.
Like, Roosters are in good form. Like, they're playing well.
And it's good because you get both teams at, like, top form as
Yeah,
well.
and, like Dogs are playing well as well.
Massive win for the Bulldogs.
Last week,
in the wet, proved everyone wrong
Yeah.
against the Wires. But, yeah, Roosters as well coming off a 60 points smashing over
Yeah.
the Dolphins. So, it's going to be a good matchup. I feel like it's going to be, again, another high tension game.
I think for the Roosters, I know that we said it, but like Sam Walker, like for him to be back in that side, like they are such a better side with him in.
He makes a completely difference.
And like it sort of makes you think like if he was fit for the year, like
what could have been?
What could have been for the Roosters? Because he's developing such a good combination, with Savala now. Teddy's he just keeps getting better every week, Teddy.
It's going to be interesting to see when Teddy retires where he ranks in terms of the all-time players or even fullbacks.
He's so good, Teddy. And like now that I think of it, like I think the Daly is probably his.
It's locked in now. It's
like he has been so good for them.
Yeah.
And like Nwanga Tuase, like come out of nowhere. He's been unbelievable on that wing. Tupou keeps scoring tries. Like I think it's sort of coming together now.
I was about to say that where like throughout the year their whole squad's had like great individual games, but they haven't all had a good game together. And I feel like the last few weeks, especially against the Dolphins, that was a near perfect
like a complete performance.
Where like their pack was finally like Spencer Lenu, like
he was unstoppable.
Yeah, even someone like Lindsay Collins, who had been quiet, and then post Origin, he's been one of their best. And against Manly. Was it last week they played Manly or the week before?
Yeah, a couple of weeks,
He was unreal for them.
Shout out Naf White.
Yeah.
He has become like the enforcer for that Roosters pack.
Was he off the bench last season?
Well, I think, he was sort of like in and out, like either off the bench or starting. But now that Hargraves is gone, like he's just filled in that. Like everyone was like, Spencer's going to be that guy. But Naf has just led that forward pack. Like he's so good, Naf White. So, I'm going to tip the Roosters. I love what they're doing. Like, no knock on the Dogs. Like, Dogs playing good footy. But, I just love what the Roosters are doing at the moment.
For me, I don't think I can tip against the Dogs. Like, I feel like they've shown enough the last few weeks when everyone's doubted them. I mean, they lost that shit game against the Tigers in the rain, but then backing it up against New Zealand.
And they might get Tracy back. Tracy on the reserves.
I think Tracy's on the reserves, potentially back. And their defence still holds up.
Yeah.
They got great defence. And if anyone's going to stop this Roosters attack, it's probably them.
It's probably going to be the Dogs,
but it'll be interesting. I mean,
looking forward to
Allianz Stadium's going to be packed.
It's going to be heaving.
It's going to be ran. But next game.
And Age going?
He's going Bulldogs.
Bulldogs as well. Okay. Next game, Saturday Arvo, Sharks, Titans. This one, I don't know, Sharks.
If
you're a Sharks fan, I don't know, you'd be pulling your hair out, I reckon, every couple of weeks.
I don't know if we spoke about it last week, but they're like the best, worst team, if that even makes sense, or the worst, best team, where you look at them play and it looks like they have not played together for an entire season.
Yeah, there's periods when it's a close game and they just like, I don't know, they just forget how to play and how to close out any close games. It's a weird one. It's a real weird one.
It's not like I can pinpoint what it is either.
Nah.
Because an easy scapegoat, everyone always goes, Hines. But then you look at maybe Trindle's not stepping up either. Like, none of them are stepping up. It's not one or two players. It's just none of them when it's a close game. I think, remember 5-6 weeks ago when they played Brisbane up at Suncorp?
Yeah.
And they were leading, the Brisbane's come back.
And
they had nothing as soon as Brisbane fired a shot back.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, someone like the Titans, where it's a horror show for them this season.
Yeah.
Like, they've lost 2 close games in a row, Panthers into South.
Yeah. And they could have gone either way.
But I feel like the good teams just win.
Yeah. They get Tino back, which helps. Like that helps massively for them. Like he's such a massive part of that team. There's also talks that he's going to the open market as well, Tino.
I saw that.
Perth Bears, I read that, are going to offer him like a contract that makes him the highest paid player.
It'd be silly not to accept it. Go be
But
the king of Perth.
like Tino, I don't know, like he just tries. I feel so sorry for him because he tries so hard every week.
There's only so much you can give sometimes.
And
especially when the ultimate goal is to win a premiership. I know he won one at Melbourne, but you want to just keep winning more.
Yeah. But they've got like so many good players on paper, the Titans. Like, I don't know what it is that
and the problem
just
is,
not clicking
look,
for them.
Des will probably go at the end of the season more than likely. It's like, who do you get? There's not too many coaches out there. Like, with no disrespect, you see the Walker brothers' name get thrown out there, but then no one's ever given them a gig. Then they're like top candidate.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see it.
Like, maybe it'll be something different. Maybe they need something different.
Maybe. But then I'm also like, there's just not enough coaches out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this should be a win for the Sharks. Sharks need it desperately. Like, a win like this, a good win, and you got a buy next week.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can somehow kickstart something around 26-7.
And just going. Get going. Get some momentum into the finals.
I feel like they're one of those teams that will play in finals,
yeah,
but not do anything in finals.
Which has been sort of the story for them, I guess, last couple of years.
Which is weird to say, but to be fair, like, they were a top 4 team the last few years. They were always up there. But then soft draw and all, and they added for Noah Blake and just can't do it. It probably comes back to them not knowing how to ice a game.
Yeah. All right. And we all going Sharks?
Yeah, everyone's going Sharks.
All right. Next game, Broncos, Dolphins. Queensland Derby or Brisbane Derby? Yeah.
Brisbane Derby.
Yeah. Also Queensland Derby.
Well, it's an Australian derby.
Yeah,
both. Yeah, both teams coming off pretty bad losses and bad outcomes.
Yeah, Broncos, like we spoke about, both their halves. They get Walters and Hunt in there.
Karapani comes in for Cobbo, which is not too bad. It's a great replacement.
Yeah.
And Pakes is a new hooker who I thought was good in glimpses throughout the season. Molo out, replaced by K-Brom, so not too much.
I haven't seen K-Brom in a
I was about to say, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
K-Brom. Yeah, I think he's been in Q Cup. Anyway, but...
Oh, what? He's not even been picked?
No, he's just been playing Q Cup, this year.
Fuck, that's stiff. He was pretty good at one point.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he's had a great career.
He's old, to be fair.
He's had a great year, but a great career. Just I don't know where, like, that loss, like, that's such a, like, heavy loss for the Dolphins, where, like, it was, like, a must-win. And then they dish that up. Like, that would have been disappointing.
I just don't know if I can tip Dolphins again now that they've lost Herbie. And I've seen it in action with 60 points.
But then the Broncos, like, they didn't, as soon as that, like, they didn't score a try.
I know. Yeah, it's a good point, but it's also you lose 3 players in any game. Like, how are you meant to fill your bench? And I feel like Broncos have a bit more on paper than Dolphins do.
Yeah.
It's
like it's a flip of the coin stuff here.
Where is it? Let me get it up. Just keep talking for a second.
Like, like obviously Broncos, losing, both halves. But then, you see the Dolphins, like, you see the effect that Herbie's had.
Like, Dolphins, their team, like, in terms of injuries, right? Everyone cops injuries. South's cop terrible injuries. But, like, take these players out of their team. Like, Kafusi from the forward back.
Yeah.
Herbie at left centre. Big loss. Flegler, didn't play shit, but big loss. Daniel Safidi was the marquee front rower. So Max Plath and Tom Gilbert, and Bostock on the wing.
Like, that's your forward. Like, that's your forward.
That's what I feel like their forward pack's been very good. They're all overachieving.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a point where there's just no more give anymore. And I feel like it's slow, like it's slowly showing.
Yeah.
And there's only so much Katoa as a young half or Hammer at the back can do to sort of alleviate that stress.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think Broncos, like we said, like Ben Hunt still feels in half back.
Yeah.
It's not
and they've
like
got Haas Carrigan still in the middle. Like.
Australian representative. Reece Walsh is there, Stags, Ricky.
Yeah.
There's still players on paper that you can sort of get behind. For me, I'm tipping Broncos, but not confidently.
I actually had Dolphins initially, but I'm going to change it.
I've swayed you out of it.
Just like those injuries and like you spoke about, I think like the forward pack, they got dominated last week.
And I feel like it was brewing for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe not 60 points, so that's extreme, but something's
I'll be dirty if Dolphins win, but I'm going to change and go Bronx. I think we're all going Bronx.
Yeah, we're all going Broncos.
All right. And then Saturday night, Rabbitohs Eels.
Big Indigenous round clash. Rabbitohs have only lost, I think, 1 or 2 Indigenous rounds. So we have probably the best record at Indigenous rounds. So obviously an Indigenous proud club. Big test. I mean, the shoulders off, the monkeys off the back for the Rabbitohs in terms of the spoon. That's pretty much gone. Titans are locked it in now.
You reckon they've locked it in?
Oh, yeah, because South have a bye next week.
Okay.
So Titans realistically need to win 2 games.
Right.
I don't see them winning another game. I can't bank on Titans winning a game. Good matchup, this one. I mean, both coming off a win.
Yeah.
Eels have turned their season around massively. I know the ladder still reflects them in like 13th place, but it's a lot better than where they were at one point.
Yeah,
at one point that they couldn't attack. And
Well, I think it helps when you've got your halfback playing.
I said it a few weeks ago. I sound like an idiot, but it's easy it is. Like Moses in that team makes him almost a top 8 team.
100%. What do you think of the spray that he gave Talon?
I mean, these things happen in footy.
I get it.
I get it. It wasn't constructive. You could clearly see what he said on the slow mo. Talon,
you don't have to be a professional lip reader.
No, you couldn't.
To see what he said.
I will say Talon probably did overplay his hand in the last 10 minutes there, where Moses literally just wanted the ball and. One, he scooted from dummy half.
And that shit pass out of dummy half.
Yeah,
went on the ground.
There was 2 of those. I mean, look, if people are complaining about that, there's much worse that happens on the footy field and sprays that happen behind closed doors.
Yeah, I think I saw some stuff on like Twitter that was like, what if this happened in the workplace and stuff?
I think it's a bit different.
Like, it's... I don't know. I don't really have an answer for you.
You can't compare the footy field
to the office.
To an office workplace. It's not the same.
Like adrenaline's pumping. Like I don't know. Like fuck. I'm not going to get political about it.
No, but there's a bit more on the line when you're playing on a field, in terms of pressure, than when you're sending an email off Outlook in your day.
But if your boss gave you that spray, like
there's levels to it.
Yeah, I know.
There's levels to it.
I know. Anyway, we're going off on a bit of a tangent. Rabbitohs Eels.
I'm going Rabbitohs. I think strong performance against the Titans.
Yeah.
Like I said, Troll coming back into that team makes a world of difference. And I feel like they're over that injury slump now. And I think that loss to the Broncos was probably the final nail where they're like, look, the season's done 100%, but let's just get troops back and hopefully get some positivity back.
Yeah. How many more for AJ? 5?
So AJ needs 4 tries to go outright, 3 to equal Ken Irvine's record. So... it's getting close.
Surely he gets coupled this week.
He's got 3 games left for the year. He's got Eels, the
Yeah.
Dragons next week, and then the Roosters last round.
Does it happen against the Roosters?
Well,
And then they storm the field.
4 and 3 is not unachievable.
Mate, it's Won't make.
I think he won't do it this week. 4's probably too much.
He scored 4 the other week, so I don't know.
You can't rule it out. I'm gonna say probably happens against the Dragons.
Yeah,
but I guess it just depends on how many he scores this week.
Yeah,
if he only scores 1, hat trick against the Dragons, like not likely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Para, and Age is going
Rabbitohs. That's 2 weeks in a row. He's
2 weeks in a row. Maybe you just need him to tip Rabbitohs and they'll win more games. All right, moving on. Sunday Arvo, Tigers versus Seagulls. Seagulls season's on life support at this point.
I'd go and say it's pretty much life support unplugged.
That's about...
The next 2 games are a bit of like nuffy games where it's just, look, you're not getting the spoon. you're sitting in that mid-table. You haven't played consistent footy all year.
Manly, what's happened to their attack? It just seems so. I don't know the word for it.
Just uninspiring.
Like vanilla. It's just like nothing. Like
there was against the Raiders, there was a set there where they had 7 tackles and they took 7 hit-ups. Just one out hit-ups. Like I think one part that's probably not getting spoken about is like their forward pack in terms of like they lost Paseka at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Big loss to an Achilles, and then obviously Lodge, Olakau'atu with the shoulder injuries being out. Like you take away some of their best players in that forward pack, and
it makes it hard.
It makes it hard, especially like Lachlan Croker as well from hooker. But yeah, their backline's world class. It's just not gelling.
Like we saw that first try where Cooler just burnt Savage, and then I thought, oh, here we go. Like they finally click it and Turbo back to fullback, but then. Weeks went into the bin and their attack was just they couldn't score. Like it was like I reckon they were attacking better with 13 on than they were with 12, against 13 than against 12.
100%. Well, like considering where they were, like they're for and against, like their points for is horrendous. 418 points. When you compare it to someone like the Sharks, who we say have played bad footy, 481 points.
Yeah,
big gap.
Their attack is for whatever reason just has not clicked.
No, not that hasn't. Yeah. And
I will say though, Turbo does look I wouldn't say him of old, but I think he's getting close to that. Like he's getting involved. He's breaking tackles, but I don't know where their points come from sometimes.
I don't think so. It's good to see Lehigh back on the wing, Turbo fullback, just to give him that chance.
Yeah.
And obviously that backline's the fastest backline in the comp.
Tigers coming off a good win against the Dogs, coming off a bye as well, so they'll be fresh. This will be a good game.
Be a good game. I mean, I actually don't know. On the paper, I had Seagulls written down.
Where are they playing? Leichhardt?
Nah, not Leichhardt. They're playing
Campbelltown.
Playing at Allianz.
Okay.
For Gardu Gathering. They've got three games there.
Yep.
You know what? I'm going to change the tip. I'm going Tigers.
Tigers?
Looking at their team, it's pretty strong.
No, it is strong.
Look at that back five.
Yeah.
Buller, Taruva, May, Toa, Skelton.
Yeah, it's probably,
Luai, Dewey. Come on, tip Tigers with me.
No, I'm going to give Seagulls another go. But I think the Tigers are playing good footy. And like what Dewey's doing there, unbelievable.
What he's doing? I'm going Tigers. Age is going the Seagulls.
And then last game, Cowboys versus Knights.
Fuck. Yeah. You talk about a shit Sunday slot. Cowboys again.
Back at home helps.
14th versus 15th.
Back at home helps.
Do you...
I think it's been the story of the season where like we play good in patches, but then like there's patches where we are really, really good, but then there's patches where we are really, really bad.
Yeah, and it happened again against the Eels. You were down by a considerable amount, and then you came back, got it back to 18-all, and then Moses kicks the field goal and does what it does. But you had the chance at the end without that obstruction call.
Yeah.
But still.
I think we just need this season just to finish and...
Considering like the players in your squad, like the representative quality, it's a shock. Like I think you have almost the most or the close to most like Origin representatives in your team.
Yeah,
5 or 6 or something.
Yeah, it wouldn't be far away from that. Yeah.
A positive note, at least you're blooding these youngsters.
Yeah, I heard the bloke last week that day looks like a bit like Turbo.
He did look a bit. What was his name?
Nick Lenz. Yep.
And apparently he was a bartender in Townsville and had to get the shift
He had to change his shift. So that's good. That's good stuff.
I don't like either team in this one. It makes me sick tipping one. I'm going to go Cowboys at home. Not convincingly.
No, you can't be confident.
Just because I look at Knights and I know how boring their attack is too.
Yeah.
Cow's
got some points in them. Like we can score points.
Shout out to some of your backs that are actually doing a good job. Like Braden Burns, like
it's been a good signing.
When South let him go, I was actually pretty disappointed because like he was He's good. He's good in
No,
the
he's
attack.
good, and we re-signed him for another year. So
That's
I'm happy
good.
about that.
Extended him, but yeah.
Just finish the year, I think, end the year.
Yeah, there's
Age is going nights.
age going Knights. He can have what he wants. He's obviously not watching the Cows and Knights.
I doubt he will be. No, he's getting back though this week. Age will be back next week.
He's back on Sunday, so he's back for next week's pod.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it's gone quick, but I wouldn't say it's gone slow either.
no, it's been a long holiday for him.
Oh, he's going to be the fattest bloke I've ever seen when he comes back.
All right, listener questions to finish this week's pod. First one at JDons 1999. Who is the most underrated prop in the NRL?
Underrated prop. I really like Jamin Jolliffe for the Titans. I think he probably doesn't get the accolades that he should in terms of what he's putting out for a prop, just because he plays for the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Obviously, they got players there.
Yeah, he's good. You know who goes good? I don't mind Bullymore. I think Bullymore goes really good.
He goes really well.
I think, like him coming off the bench, like the last couple of weeks in particular, like he's brought sort of a bit of punch in that manly forward pack. So yeah, I reckon Bullymore's pretty underrated.
They were trying to force him into being a second row for so long, but I feel like
he's a middle because he's got good late footwork. Like he's
good.
Yeah, he's agile. Like he's good. Anyone else?
I like Hubner for South. I think
Hubby's good.
He's really good through the middle.
Yeah.
Got a very, very good work rate. Out this week for concussion protocols, but great.
Yeah. Next one at Benno Hall. What do Cows need to change for next year?
Is it slack to say coach?
I wouldn't say slack. I think it's probably time just a sort of fresh start.
But not even on his bad behalf. It's more just like you said.
I think it's just time just to refresh, get someone new in. Not to say Toddy's been a good coach and for a long time. He's made finals. Like he's been good, but I think it's sort of getting to that point where I think maybe it's getting a bit strained now, that relationship. So I think a fresh start.
How long's he been there? 3 seasons?
It's been there a few seasons.
4?
Yeah, no, I'd say like closer to 4 or 5 seasons.
Like he's done well considering you had some final series with him.
Yeah.
Just up and down. That's the only problem.
Yeah, inconsistent.
And he obviously it's hard with off-contract players, but is there any position that you think need to be targeting?
Well, I think we had a few injuries. I think you look forward to getting Tommy Chester back.
Yep. Lukey
back next year as well.
Where does Chester fit in? Centre?
Yeah, I think he was probably up there with centre, or he could be for a really good 14, depending on how what they want to go with. But I think if we sort out sort of what we want to do in the halves, if we're going to go, if Purdue's our long term 5'8", then I think you got to go Purdue did in the whole year.
Purdue did in the whole, yep.
And you just got to ride it out and let them build a combination during the off season and
Is Clifford off?
Nah, Clifford's staying.
Duffy's going.
Duffy's going to Brisbane. Yep. So we re-signed Cliff.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good signing for Broncos.
So whether they go with Deard and Cliff, Purdue at centre,
same.
Who knows? But yeah, I think that's hopefully what can change next year. Next one at Mason McCarthy, who is your coach of the year?
Hard to look past Ricky Stewart, given the stocks he's had. Serrato potentially,
Serrato's been good.
If they can just get a bit more form,
yeah,
going into the back end of
Webster,
I think it's hard to go past someone out of the top 4.
Yeah,
unless they've done something
Ivan from 15.
Nah, I don't think you can. Ivan wasn't even winning it when they were winning the minor prem. They're not going to give it to him now.
Yeah, true. I think Sticky.
Yeah,
Ricky Stewart.
Argument for Christian Wolf, but
I think he's. I think Dolphins had a good year.
Then the back end of the year might cloud their judgment.
64-12.
Fun game.
Next question at Demand 80. Do you see Warriors doing anything come finals time?
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be too far of a stretch for them this year. Just with those key injuries, and we bang on about it, but I think it's like you see the last 3 weeks, they're just not the same team.
And I think their early form throughout the first half of the season, they were really punching through the middle of teams, just going through the front door.
Yeah.
And then the backs are obviously running their strong meters. But now they're probably lacking that punch through the middle, without
Barnett.
and they're
Fisher-Harris
they're
been
just
in and
changing
out.
a few. Like Jackson Ford's like been probably their best forward. And
Yeah.
no disrespect to him, he's not.
Yeah.
He's
Aaron
not
Clark's been
punching.
massive.
Massive.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've probably lacked that punch through the middle a
Yeah.
little bit, and obviously the creative flair that Metcalf brought.
And last one to end this week's episode, the Grouse 99. Should Roosters backflip on Cherry-Evans? Is there any danger of announcing this signing? Any danger?
I think it's just the worst kept secret. Everyone knows he's going there. He's not going to sign for another team. It's tough because you look at Savala and the way him and Sam Walker are playing.
Mate, they've built quite the combination.
You could build a future. I mean, Sandon's a great player, but I think him and Sam Walker are too similar.
Yeah.
So it made sense that shows that
Savala's kicking game, I think, takes him a long way. His long kicking game.
Long kick game's unreal, and I think as long as Sam Walker's fit, those two are a good combo. But I mean, you get the chance to sign Cherry-Evans.
And, Sam Walker and Savala and some of the younger halves, a year under Cherry-Evans, it's going to do you a world of good. So.
And look, there's not too many players coming off contract. If you get a player like Cherry-Evans in your team, as opposed to having that budget just sort of sit there or sign two fringy players, you may as well take the punt because all it takes is Cherry-Evans.
1 year, right?
1 year. Imagine, you've seen how good Roosters are going. Imagine you had someone like Cherry-Evans to that team. Maybe they're pushing for top 6, top 4 even.
Yeah. Maybe premiership next year.
It depends. All those forwards that we've just mentioned, all the young ones will be a year older.
Yeah. No, they're good.
Yep, I think that will do us for now. Age back next week, so back to usual 3 people on the podcast, and it's getting to the point when it's almost the end of the season.
It's getting
exciting. All the
exciting.
good matchups are coming, so plenty to look forward to. That's all from me.
It's all from me. See you guys.
See ya.